Give me a moment with your friend. I've never been on trial for my thoughts before.
Welcome to the Only One Mic podcast. Called to Rob, Brooklyn Dre. J Rob's in the building. Guess who's back, y'all?
We found it. We found her. We found her.
So we're going to be talking about T.I., the Holmesburg situation, and whatever else comes to mind at this point. We just happy to have Jess back.
Yeah.
You're funny. Y'all just want to say something. Y'all say something smart.
Nah, we missed you.
We missed you. That's genuine. We missed you.
Get us love, man.
Let's jump into it, y'all. Y'all was bringing me up to speed on this whole T.I. situation with his son. So, bring the audience up to speed. To be honest with you, I haven't paid attention to this kid in a hot minute. So,
how could you not? That's the most disrespectful little kid on the planet, and I don't. I don't condone that at all. Like, I know it's it's new times. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't brought up to be disrespectful to my parents' friends or elders or anything like that. And he just run his mouth like so much.
So
and I
just
really
enlighten the audience, because a lot of people may or may not know what's going on. I'm a part of that not know audience. So what did he do?
what didn't he do? Like, I don't know. The first thing that I saw that circulated was some clip where he was going off on a Waffle House, on a Waffle House server, talking about, I got more money in my pocket than you and this and that. Like, what? The second thing,
And then T.I. was kind of clownish too, man, because I seen he was kind of like saying like,
why are you talking to the
Waffle House server?
Like,
this is what happens when we've seen this exhibited through other people's culture when they grow up, their parents have money and they grow up with, affluence, and now we're getting to see it in the black community. Right. Because that's exactly how he's acting, like a spoiled little rich brat.
Yeah, and
that's exactly what he is. An ugly, spoiled little rich brat. Ugly little boy.
I even got a bigger take on it, man. The kid, he look high, man. He don't look high like on weed or nothing like that. He look like he's doing something else, man. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. And you know what's so sad about these kids? Because he's in Atlanta. I'm not trying to stereotype. My sister's down there right now, and I worry about my sister every day because it's a lot of gangs. And I don't know if he's gang affiliated or what. I don't know what's making him feel so tough. I don't know if it's the money in his pocket. I mean, that's his parents' money.
His daddy, a gangster rapper.
His father, but a lot of people so right now he got beef with a grown man. He told a grown man, if you come back to the city, we're going to handle you. Like, I don't know who this guy is, but I guess he's like what's his name, Andre? This guy, he's old.
The old dude, Charleston White.
Yes. I don't know who he is, but I guess he like an old gang member. And then he changed his life, so now he be blasting.
I don't even want to talk about it.
It said it in the article.
Because it's kind of
a lot.
It's kind of buffoonish with that. It's a little buffoonish with that too.
It is. But however, he's still a grown man. Why is T.I.'s son coming at him? It makes no sense to me.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I feel like, he overstepped his bounds. Like he's just a disrespectful child. And like, at the end of the day, you have friends in your life, right? And they ain't the best looking people. I'm not calling nobody ugly. They ain't the best looking people, but they have a good heart. You look at them, you be like, you know what? That's a beautiful soul, inside and out. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what? He probably is a good looking kid, man.
No, he's a horrible.
No. Listen what I'm about to say. Listen what I'm saying. I'm saying he probably was a good looking kid, man. If he ain't high, man. High, he's never. Listen. High.
I'm back. The boy is ugly. Everybody knows.
No,
just stop.
I'm saying high. He looks like a Muppet. You know what I mean?
He is a
So you look like a
Muppet.
Muppet, period. But this the thing, right? Like I said, these kids. This is the first time that we've seen the offspring of an R&B singer and a gangster rapper, right? Who both actually made some money. So this is what you get.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's that entitlement, man. It's that entitlement and weirdo.
Nah.
But again, I think this is another thing too, man, is that their lives is like so publicized, man, with like drugs and all kind of weirdo garbage through their history, being incarcerated and stuff like that, man. And as a parent, man, you gotta hide some things from your children, man. I mean, you shouldn't do shouldn't bring anything to them, but you gotta hide some things from your children.
Well, what happened to them getting in trouble for drugging people and having sex with them the whole weekend and not letting them leave the hotel?
Allegedly.
They didn't get trouble.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's allegedly.
Allegedly.
Man. So I don't know how true that is, but
Come on.
I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that again. I think this is a kid that has two parents that got a lot of money. He's been exposed to a lot, and I go back to like growing up in the neighborhood, man. You had them parents that smoked weed and drink with their kids and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I say this to people who have children. If that's what you're doing, you might be able to deal with drugs and alcohol. I'm not saying none of it is right because I live a righteous life, man. I don't do any of it. But to turn your child onto that, you never know if your child can handle that. What I mean?
I understand that.
He might get on it and he can't stop. He's going to keep going to the next level and the next level. You might have been able to do it and just stay exactly where you're at, man. You know what I mean? And to me, it looks like he really looks like he fiend out.
I think that T.I. is embarrassed at this point. I feel like he's like, I try my best because like his other sons, they seem to be doing well for themselves. Got into the music and whatever. And then his daughter, the baby, she's singing already at his concerts. He got another child. I think that they got a lot of kids, him and Tiny. They got a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he enjoys being a grandfather to the oldest daughter, which is not his, Zanique, her baby. This little boy seems to be the problem. Unfortunately, in every family, it's always a black sheep. You know what I mean? And he seems to be like that outcast. Everybody is pinpointing him. I actually feel bad because he's so ugly. I feel bad. He's ugly. He's ugly. I said he's ugly. I mean, he's ugly. He's ugly. I feel bad. He's ugly. I don't care.
This is what you get with this generation. Like we was already talking about these young kids being entitled. And when you have an 18-year-old just running around doing
ugly.
His looks ain't got nothing to do with the way
I'm saying he's an ugly character. I'm saying he's an ugly character inside. But I
think that's what sometimes you can confuse. It's just like a woman, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you could be looking at a beautiful woman, but because she opened her mouth and
she's ugly,
negativity comes out of it, then that's
exactly.
So I think to him, I don't think if he was a kid that went to college and he was a straight lace or whatever the case,
he might not be as ugly as he is.
Correct. That's what I'm getting.
But he's still semi-ugly even without all of that.
Well, I think he looks ugly because he looked like he fiend out. He looked like he one step away from
and I hope he's not.
What they call it when you laying on the table and trying to get that stuff out your system. Yeah, you go look like you one step away from trying to
be dope sick.
Yeah,
so I'm listening to what y'all saying, and do you think the kid is just trolling? Is this what we doing?
I think he just has a very mean personality. He's just nasty. Like he talks like, yo, I got more money than you. Like you didn't even stay out here and make no money. Like he was on little TV shows or whatever, so I'm sure he got a little tiny residual or whatever for being on the show, but he really ain't do nothing. Your father and your mother did something. You know what I mean? Like,
but don't nobody say this about Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton been running around for years talking about she's this and this that. Yeah, but before that, before she had the businesses, she was just the heir to the Hilton family, and that was cool. That was cool to see her running around and doing what she was doing.
Yeah, none of them should get past me.
What was Paris Hill? Was Paris Hilton out here disrespecting adults? Like, what was she? What did she? I don't know how Paris came into this conversation. What did she do?
I guess he just using that as a parallel to say that,
Yeah, but what I'm telling y'all is this dude is out here disrespecting adults. Like, I was not brought up like that. I'm not gonna agree with it. I don't
That's
care.
the new generation. The new generation don't have no respect.
They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I say this all the time. Like when we was outside on the street doing something bad that we shouldn't be doing, be it drinking a 40, be it somebody was smoking weed or something, we saw our parents' friends. We put that away. We hid all of that. Hello, Miss So-and-so. Hello, Mr. Such and Such, whatever. Nowadays, they'll blow the weed smoke right in your face and lift the 40 and drink the drink right in your face. Like, these people don't care. I'm looking at my friends' kids. I go to visit my friends, my own friends. I go to visit their kids, go over their house to visit them. Now, mind you, my friends' kids are in their 20s at this point. You know what I mean? Early 20s or whatever. They're sitting there cursing in front of their parent like that's okay. That's not okay. I wasn't raised like that.
Let me tell you how bad it is, man. And again, this is people with money, man. How bad it is. It's one thing to have your children, like you can raise your children up, do your best you can, and you can send them out in this world, right? And
they say that in the Bible.
You get to a point whereas like my son and my daughter, they never come in front of us incorrect. And I'm not saying that they're going to go out in the street and they're going to be perfect because I wasn't perfect out in the street. You know what I mean? So, but the problem is that when you're so crazy that you don't mind just disrespecting yourself on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Like, that's the crazy portion. Like, it's like, not only am I going to disrespect my mother and father in their face, I'm
right
on camera so the world can see it. And it's the bad part about it is that they're celebrities. They're well-known people. So anything
I feel you on that.
Anything you do is going to be like magnified times 10,
my mom,
a million. So it's like sad that, and again, you could look at the other kids seem like they're not as bad off as him, but like you said, you can't, and people run around saying like T.I. is the worst father and all the other stuff.
I don't say that. I'm not saying
I don't know about that, but I would say this. I would say that, again, man, you can a lot. There's some people that raise their kids the best they can, man, and the kids just come out and just do.
Yeah. That's in the Bible. Like, as long as I don't know how to quote the verse properly. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna say you like it say something like if you raise your child to the best of the ability and they go astray, you know what I mean, and you did the work that you were supposed to do. Basically, that's the bottom line of what the verse means.
The way they should go, and they won't go astray.
It's also other people that raise their children to be free thinkers, and they don't want to interrupt their thought process. That's just that's a new way of parenting. I think it's weird, but
you know what? And I'm glad you said that, man, because that's scary, man.
It's very scary.
It's scary
because I thought parents were supposed to guide.
Parents supposed to be a parent.
I remember having a conversation with Dre. Do you remember this? I don't know if you remember this conversation, but I was telling you, like, I was kind of mad one day and I called you and I was like, yo, I was feeding my niece yogurt or whatever. I said, and my sister was like, she made a face when she came in. And then the next day when I had my niece and I'm giving her yogurt, my sister takes yogurt and was like, you can't give her that because I talked to her doctor and we're only supposed to feed her baby yogurt. And you was like, yo, back in the day, the mama bird used to grab the worm, chew the worm up, and spit it in the baby's mouth. And that's what we used to do off our plates. Like, it wasn't no, what are those Lunchables or whatever? You was like, it was none of those meals. Whatever was on our plate, we chew it up and then gave it to the baby. Like, I don't understand why people getting so crazy with this.
Like, look how stupid people were just a couple of months ago, man, where they're going crazy about this Similac. You know what I mean? Like, they're crazy. Like, we need Similac. We need Similac. And I was telling people, I always tell this story, man. I was saying how when my son's mom, when my son was young, and I remember we went to New York one time, and I'm trying to run the story as quick as I can. We went to New York one time, and my great grandmother was there, and in my mom's house. And it's like, it's late at night, but in New York, you can go get milk anytime, you know what I mean? So
of course,
you're realizing when we're in New York that, like, we ain't got no more Similac. So my son's mom is saying, like, she's telling my grandmother, my great grandmother, like, yo, we got to get Similac, before as soon as possible, because the baby need milk. And my great grandmother was like, "Yo, there's carnation milk in the refrigerator." You know what I mean? And my son's mom is like, no, grandma, we need some of that. And she was like, her reply, my great grandmother was like, "What you think they fed babies before they had some of that?"
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when the new stuff comes, I don't know, I guess it's because it's new parents. You know what I mean? They think they being above and ahead of the game.
Right.
They're being the first one to have. People always want to be the first one to have or the first one to do. So when something new come out, they want to be the first one on it and show people that they did it. Me, I'm kind of old school. Like, my mom don't even want to be called grandma by my sister's kids. I don't have any kids, but she don't even want to be called grandma. To me, grandma is like the ultimate title to give your. Yeah, it's so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
But she want to be called Yay. So my niece and my nephew, they call her Yay. And that's fine if that's what her name is, she wants to be.
Hey,
but
man.
if I was to ever have children, which I'm not at this point, ain't no Yay or none of that. I'm sorry. Grandma is a beautiful title. It's the ultimate title, but everybody want to be new.
Hey,
all of this, Mima.
Grandma is one of the best, probably one of the best words in the world, man.
It is, grandma. I love my grandmothers to death. I love my grandmothers. May they rest in peace. Those ladies raised me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around my mom and my dad like that. My grandparents had me. So I love those ladies to death, and that's the ultimate title to give somebody. And I don't know why things are so new now.
You know, I was thinking about what y'all was just saying as you was talking, right? And you said how the kids are, the parents are afraid to feed the kids different things, man.
Yeah.
Do you know they have Taki lollipops?
Wow.
Taki lollipops. And I'm like watching.
You shouldn't be giving that crap to your children at all.
Right, but I'm watching them, J-Rob, and they eat, how we would eat Fun Dip back in the day. They're basically eating the Taki powder. And I'm like, this can't possibly be good for you, but you can't give a baby yogurt.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I remember
everything else.
I remember Andre was like, what did the mama, Andre, what did the mama bird used to do back in the day? She chewed the worm up and spit it in a baby bird's mouth. And it's so true because
Did he do it in his Dick Gregory style?
No, you know how he did. What
did they do?
Because I was feeling.
They chewed it up and they put it in his mouth.
Yeah. I was feeling bad. You know what I mean? And I think he heard that and he was like, "Yo, he ain't do nothing wrong." Like he was talking about. He went into a whole nother story. I won't get into the story, but he was talking about how people be running around the Walmart looking for the toddler, the Lunchable joints. And
even look at this, right? And I didn't even realize this until I started working in the industry that I'm working in, dealing with elderly autistic people, right? It's like we make pureed food for them. You know what I mean?
Well, they have a problem.
You know how much money I spent on baby food?
No, but they have a problem with consistency. My niece is autistic, so her thing is the only thing that she really eats is chicken fingers and French fries. That's all she wants. Or the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. That's it.
But I'm talking about the infants, man. I'm saying for people who have new babies right now, all you're really doing
is pureeing food.
It's pureeing them peas.
Yeah.
It's regular peas.
Don't spend
Don't put no salt. Don't put no something that you would put in your regular food or whatever the case may be. And just take the peas out of a farmer's market, put them and boil them and grind them down and feed them to your child. You'll save so much money. So much money, man.
When my son was real small, we ran out of formula, and I watched my mom boil a potato, mash that potato up, put a little bit of milk and a little bit of butter in it, whip that joint up and feed it to the baby, and he was so happy.
Yeah, he knocked out, man. He knocked out. Not to mention, my mom always say, man, these little babies, with these young moms, they so crazy about what these doctors tell them. You know what I mean? They feeding the baby just as similar, and then the baby's up crying all night, whatever. You got to put some cereal in the milk, and you know what I mean? I'm saying you don't do everything too early. You got to do it at the right time. But, it's the bottom line, man. People are just so stupid, whereas like, whatever any doctor tell you right now, you follow it completely to the letter,
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not saying they don't got no good information. They got good information, but some things you're going to have to, do outside of what they say,
I agree with the advancements in technology is dope. It makes a lot of things easier, but don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bottom line to it. Don't forget
Look at this. I mean, I don't want to go all off. Just like dogs right now. You know what I mean? People go out all of this stuff just to get a dog some dog food, man. Back in the day, somebody just took some bones off a plate and just put it on. This is what the bones was for. It was for the dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start pureeing my dog food.
Now, listen, this is the funny part. Now it's so crazy, man, that they'll tell you, you need protein, you need this for the dog.
Need that Ukanuba.
Crack an egg in it, all kind of goofy garbage, man. And it's a dog.
I've had my
cracking
dog
eggs
for
dogs.
several years. Yeah, they do. It's supposed to help the coat. But I've been with my dog for several years, man. Dog been alive for several years, and he's pretty much domesticated. He's older now. But I guarantee you, and he's part beagle, you know what I mean? That hunter comes out every now and again. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I put that dog right now and say, you know what, go out here and do you, I guarantee you, he's going to eat squirrels. He's going to bring squirrels home. He's going to do what he got to do. You know what I mean? Because, the dog food wasn't invented until after World War II. You know what I mean? So,
and this is the hustle.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the hustle. They done taught you, we're so dumb that they done taught us all that, you got to have dog food. You got to have it. You know what I mean? You got to buy it from us. It got to be taxed. You know what I mean? You got to buy Gerbers. You can only buy Gerbers. You know what I mean? Because this is what you got to feed your child. You know what I mean? You can't. You're not smart. You're not smart enough to go and get some peas and boil it and mash it down and give it to them. You're too stupid. You know what I mean?
That's basically every product we use. They taught us to use it. Like I have so many friends that stop using deodorant. Like.
Whoa! This is when I agree with.
No,
I don't care what's in it. I don't care what's in it. That's what I agree with. Right?
Listen, I'm talking about store brand deodorant. I'm talking about
I don't care what it is.
They're natural based deodorant, like you know what I mean. Like
Dove or something.
It's hard being the only girl on this show. Like I just feel.
I don't care if that deodorant come with a. Hold on. I don't care if it come with a brick on it.
I'm saying like so many people.
Are these your female friends that turn their back on deodorant?
What I'm saying is,
go ahead, Mish.
Andre, stop playing for a minute. You said you stopped using deodorant for a minute, Andre. Stop playing. Did you not stop using deodorant for a minute, Andre?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's keep it all the way 100 right here. What I'm saying is, like, a lot of them are doing like natural based products, and because we've been so conditioned to walking into Walgreens and CVS and thinking we had to buy Secret, Dove, or Degree, right? Like at the end of the day, that's not healthy for us. And for a lot of women, there's a lot of women will state the claim that they're those deodorants are the reason, like one of the main reasons why women get breast cancer because of all of the chemicals in it. This is just what people say. So a lot of people go to natural products. You know what I mean? I use natural deodorant now. My mom found a joint online that you order online, and it's better than all of that other stuff. Like it's a natural product. Like it's all natural. Y'all are funny. Like don't do it. I'm telling y'all.
It seems just like you walking yourself right into.
No,
I'll burn him today. I will burn him today. No. You keep rapping Brooklyn. I'm gonna bring Brooklyn out of you.
Hold on. This is what I'm about to say. I'm glad you said that you found something that works because you know what? You know me. I'm an herbal person, man. I try herbs and stuff like that. I tried that doggone deal.
And it didn't work for you.
It was trash. So when you said you found something that works, you might want to.
Yeah, you have to.
You might want to put that name out there, man.
It's a black-owned company. I believe it's called Fran and Gong.
Yeah, because this don't send everybody out there, man.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me. What was the name of that company?
It's called Fran and Gong.
Fran and Gong, and it's a black-owned company with natural.
I believe they have natural products or whatever. And I like the Forget Me Not deodorant. It's actually it comes in a canister, and you like a small canister, a little tin can, and you take like a pea size of it and you rub it underneath your arm. And
stop.
Get the whole pea in there.
What's the name? What's the name of that company one more time?
Fran and Gone.
Fran and Gone, endorse us. We're gonna stop this right here.
We need that money.
This is free game you're giving up right now, and
we need that money.
We ain't getting no endorsement money for this. Endorse us if you're listening. In fact, we're gonna at you. Are they on social media?
Believe so. I don't know.
So. Yes,
I know they're online.
We on top of this. We're gonna at you and everything. Listen to the episode. We giving you darn near free endorsement.
Free publicity, right?
Imagine what we can do if you actually paid us.
Right.
Okay,
Let me tell you.
Stop you right there. Stop.
I heard y'all been talking about me since I've been going on. That's not cool. Y'all have to say I'm here now. What's up?
It's not us talking. It's not us talking.
Oh, who is it? Who is it?
It's the streets.
The streets is talking about me?
Yo, we gotta
what the streets say?
The streets are back. Yeah. Nah, look, man. Look, we got to keep it a grip with you. Your boy was messing up.
All right, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
Your boy was messing up.
He always mess up. It still don't take away from
we still got stuff that's still coming in as we do in the show right now. But
all right, and so what?
You condoning this? The White Lives Matter?
You gonna get one?
Listen what I'm saying.
Are you gonna give him a pass?
Listen what I'm saying. I don't condone a lot of the things that he does, but it does not take away from the fact that he's a musical genius, period. That's what I say. He still is.
As of that last statement was, because I'm reading right now as we're talking.
That Donda album.
Celebrities are on his back about them anti-Semitic.
I don't care. It was wrong.
You missed the funeral.
It was wrong.
We made you a plate.
It was wrong. I missed the repass.
You missed the repass, man. Yeah, he was.
Donda was good, and
you can't support that guy. Come on.
9 times out of 10, you put a Kanye CD in, and you really listen to the beats and what he's saying. You can't deny the fact that he is beyond his time. Now,
so are you going to get a White Lives Matter T-shirt?
As far as his actions on the street and what he says, he says things strategically to bring attention to him. We probably given him more attention than he should have gotten.
But you know what? Can I interject there?
You're interjecting anyway.
Yeah.
When people say, "Can I interject?" they wait for a response, and they be like, and the person is like, "Yes, so go ahead."
I just want to know if you want to get a T-shirt.
Go ahead, Andre. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, because I hate that people say this, like he's so wise and intelligent. Like,
I didn't say that though.
No, I'm saying that this is what. Not even if you're saying it, I'm saying that people are saying it. Like he's like this. Like he's Patton or something like that. Like he got this mental control over the rest of the world where he's doing these certain things in order to, he's like this crazy media mogul where the dude is.
They acting like he Yoda.
Yeah, like the dude is an idiot, man. He's doing something stupid, and then it brings attention to it. But at what point does it make sense? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this right now. Most entertainers, most comedians, most poets, musicians, whatever you call it, most of us. And I say us because I group myself in that category.
Oh, it's one of your brothers.
Listen, most of us are so out there that other people can't understand us. Now, a lot of us are, when it comes to our craft, we're great with that, but with other stuff, we're off. And I feel like that's the same with Kanye. Like, I'm not putting myself on Kanye West level. I think he's crazy to do most of the stuff he does. When he did that rant, Homeboy broke him down in TMZ. And I thought that was like one of the best breakdowns ever. Like he came with it like, yo, you over here playing, like, what you talking about? Slavery was a choice. Like, let me smack you in your face 5 times with these words. And he hit him with a whole lot of intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Let's hate black people.
Okay, now that was dope. That was a dope move. It wasn't dope. It didn't.
And what about the T-shirt? I cannot rock with this T-shirt and this Confederate flag and these slave clothes. We can't rock with that. We can't support that.
Guess what? He got you talking. He got you talking though.
Yeah, but that's not. He doesn't have us talking in that sense. Like, it's not a month.
Oh, listen. Anytime you running your mouth about somebody, they did something. Period. And y'all been talking about him till I got on this show, so you could talk about him with me. He's doing something.
Hold on.
We've been doing it for you.
He's humming. No, he's humming right now.
Hold on. The only
Y'all
reason,
giving him his light.
well, hold on. The only reason that we're talking about it is because, again, we come from a different. We come from a different group of people. We come from an elder group of people, whereas the sense that we got to correct you.
Yeah, well, guess what?
No, we not. Hold on. But that's what I'm about to say to you. What do you mean? You mean that we can't? You doing something stupid against the culture, and then we can't say nothing to you?
Of course you can, but that's what he wanted. He wanted everybody to say something. That's what he does. He does stuff like that so everybody can say something.
So he did all that so they can kick him out the bank.
Listen, it's all eyes on Kanye. You think he worried about that bank? Like, let's be for real. You think?
Yes.
You think he
Do you think he's worried about that? Do you understand the type of dollars he has?
I do now.
See, the thing that he got to worry about is the fact that it's not going to stop right there.
It's not. And do you think another bank is not going to pick him up?
No, but let me tell you what I do believe.
No,
I believe
I put $5. I put my $5, which is a lot of money to me. I put $5 on it right now. Another bank will pick him up just because he's Kanye.
Let me tell you,
you're crazy.
Let me tell you,
just like no, hold on. Just like when he didn't have when everybody was like, oh, that was stupid for him to separate ties with the Gap. Your man is in jail. Your man said, who was it? Young Thug? He called, I got mad land in Atlanta. If you want to build a joint on my land, you can have the land for free. And you can make your own, make your own factories to produce mass clothing.
You gonna let him go ahead and mass produce them Confederate flag shirts?
I mean, whatever the case may be, he's drawing attention.
We can't rock with this dude. We can't support this dude.
Let me ask you.
I say he's a musical genius. You're talking about his ideas and his decisions. I'm not saying that. I say he's a musical genius, and I'm standing by it. I don't care what y'all say. And he's a genius for making people bring attention to him. Cause y'all still talking about it. Y'all couldn't wait for me to get on the show to talk about it.
No. Honestly, I didn't even care about it really, because we had already spoken on it. But what I'm saying is that he's not that deep. It's not that deep, man. He's just doing dumb stuff. It's not that complex.
I'm more upset with you than anybody else, friend. I'm more upset with you. You want to know why? And you should know that this man has a mental problem.
I've told you he's retarded. I've been telling you.
No, you're not supposed to use that word. He really has bipolar disorder.
For people that have disabilities and stuff like that, I'm not using that word. I'm using that word for him. He's retarded.
Nah, that's wrong. It's wrong to do that.
It's something special about him. It's something special.
It's wrong, friend. You're wrong, friend. And you're being wrong.
He's special.
You know what? You have to ask for forgiveness because you're wrong right now. The reason why is that when his mother died, he lost his mind. He lost it. You understand?
But y'all call him
he let the media get to him so much that he went and got liposurgery so he wouldn't look fat in front of people, so people wouldn't make fun of him.
He got a BBL.
You laughing. Y'all wrong. No, I'm not clapping.
He got a BBL.
I'm not clapping.
But you know what? You know what's funny?
That shows you right there that things get to him, that he's a human being, and that things hurt. You know what I'm saying? People hurt.
That and that stuff is real. He has mental imbalance.
You know what's the bad part about this is that he has no respect for the Black community, right? So he can say all of that stuff that he's going to say. The problem that you're about to see right soon is that stuff that he said about them Jews. Oh, he going to change that.
I wish that he could call. I wish he could call on the show right now.
I wish he could too.
That would be the best show ever. That would be the best show ever.
Hey, listen. Has Kanye blamed Ambien for his anti-Semitism yet? And this is coming. This is coming from Tom Arnold.
Guess
Kanye
what?
threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter, and it's not even trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The silence is so loud. Sarah Silverman. I'm just running down the line. This is in fact.
Go ahead.
All right, here's another one. In fact, this is his man right here. Hold on one second. What I just
his man who?
John Legend. This is his man.
That's not his man. They haven't been friends in years.
Well, they wasn't
They
friends.
have not been friends in years.
But listen. It said how all these free, independent thinkers always landed the same old anti-blackness and anti-Semitism. This is John Legend. So I mean, the list goes on. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like we said in the last show, he poked the wrong bear. This is it. You know what I mean? Like he could all the white lives matter.
You can say what you want about black people, and you're not going to be responsible.
Yeah, but that's the bad thing.
Slavery was a choice. All this stuff like this. None of this stuff brought him the heat that what he's getting right now for what he said.
Because he's Jewish. Just Jews run the world. Everybody knows this already.
No, it's because
it's sad.
I'm gonna tell you
what. We're not saying that. Yeah, we're not saying that.
Okay, I said it. I don't care. I'll be the one. Okay,
I care, man.
I said it. At the end, I said that, America. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. It's sad, but when somebody Jewish or somebody gay wants something done, it gets done.
Oh, that's a
now
fact.
that's a fact. I understand that the Jewish people went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? The Holocaust was crazy. Yes, it was, and I'm not taking nothing away from that. You know what I mean? But we went through hard times too. As soon as we say something, it's like we gotta fight for it. We gotta go find the Tamika Mallory's and the Al Sharptons to stand behind us and speak up for us and all of this. And then people don't even respect that at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Not saying nothing against Al Sharpton and Tamika Mallory, but understand.
That's the whole point of why what he's doing is so crazy. It's so disrespectful. That T-shirt, them Confederate flag clothes. Like that is super disrespectful.
I never said I didn't agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that. It is disrespectful. But guess what? He does things for a reason. And guess what? You sitting here talking about it.
No, but here's the point. Here's the point. And this is where black people have gone wrong in America. You know what I mean? If a Jewish man, if we had a Jewish Kanye, he wouldn't get away with that. If we had a Chinese Kanye, he wouldn't get away with the disrespect.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
They wouldn't allow it. We the only people that allow it.
Well, you can say that all you want. I feel like he would get away with it.
Find me a Jewish Kanye. Find me a Chinese Kanye. Somebody that's walking around here just disrespecting Chinese culture on the regular.
I'm gonna say something so bad, but I'm already in trouble with the law. I'm just gonna shut up.
No, but look, I don't want to talk about we don't want to give that. We don't want to give that no more light because it's too much. We have some other topics to discuss.
Okay, let's go through
it. But I say this, man. You know, again, man. I think the problem with black people, we're too tribalistic. We got this garbage where no matter what a person says, if he's making money, we allow him to say it, man. And
no, I don't mean we gotta agree with it. Did y'all agree with Draymond knocking his teammate out?
Yeah, that's how it go. If you can't back up what you talking, shut up.
Okay, so you agree with that?
I done punched many teammates.
Well, I say this, and I'm not.
Always came across no. To me too, John. No, let's talk about your issues.
No, hold on,
John. You have things you want to share today?
Let me hold on. Let me say.
I'm grown.
Let me say this. Let me say this about sports. I'm not big with punching nobody or whatever like that. But to be honest with you, they're acting like this is such a big thing. And to be honest with you, in sports, this goes on behind closed doors. The only thing is they just bought a camera with
a slapper. Latrell was a slapper.
Since we here already, go ahead. What happened with the Draymond Green situation? You already here. You know what I mean?
Well, but it's not really much to say with that. There was some words said. Nobody knows what the words were said. And
this what it was. The young guy.
I just want to make sure that, like, say before you get into it, I just want to make sure that when we dive into this particular topic, that we're not losing the audience. They, you know what I mean? Like they know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and give us some.
All right, so Draymond Green sucker punched his teammate Jordan Poole. Now,
why he sucker punched?
Rumors are. Jordan Poole is coming up for contract and he's talking big stuff. Like, he the next guy. He the money man. You're a young guy. You're a young guy in this organization. You need to watch your mouth when you talk to the goons.
They're going to trade Draymond.
Draymond is a legitimate goon for that team, and he put in that work and he put in that pay. Watch your mouth.
They still going to trade him.
No, they still they all gonna get paid.
They trading him. They want to trade him.
Let me tell you something. That team don't even work the same without Draymond Green. They don't have a heart. Yeah. He's the heart and soul of that team. Everybody that play organized sports understand what that means. Yeah. That guy right there, he's invaluable. You leave him alone.
He also has anger issues, evidently. I mean, first of all, you spazzing out on your team. And when it comes to sports, it's always competitive rivalry. Like, it's always like that. On your team, off your team, whatever the case may be.
That's his position. He's the angry guy. He's the goon.
They say Isaiah Thomas was one of the most biggest, talkers on the court. Like,
but Isaiah backed his up. He would punch you in your mouth too.
Yeah, well, listen, I like all of that.
But you know what though? I'll say this again, man. And again, I'm trying to live a better life, so I ain't know about punching nobody. But I would say this: this is not. It's sports. Yeah, it's sports. It's sports, man.
Yeah, I like all of that. Yeah, it's football sports, too. I love all of this. Yeah, let's talk about it. Look at how many people got punched in the face on a football field. Y'all be punching right through helmets, dummies.
It's sports, man. It's sports, man.
It's sports. It was a guy that used to fight every practice. He used to just fight everybody. Everybody. And it's like, yeah, you know what though? He was setting the tone for the team.
That's right.
We not chumps around here, and we gonna battle. I'm just telling you about a teammate of mine.
What team did you play for?
Man, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know.
Lord have mercy.
You don't even want to know.
You said it on my team.
Yeah, everybody, man. Every team I played for there was a guy. There was people that just fought, man. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not supporting just punching nobody in the face. I'm just saying.
I like it. How they just knock somebody up? You have that.
It's not new.
I salute you for just walking up and just smacking somebody in their face. I'll be wanting to smack people in their face. I wanted to smack a girl last night. She grabbed my arm. I had to think twice. I said, Jesus, please.
I tell you like this. If more people got smacked in the face, it might be a lot. People would watch their mouth. They wouldn't say crazy things. They wouldn't be disrespectful.
Now I regret walking away from the girl that grabbed my arm. But I really walked away. I talked to God for 2 seconds. God, please get me out of this situation. And I walked. I said, you know what? I'm not getting into no argument over no darts. And I walked out. But I wanted to turn around.
You was about to fight over darts?
She wanted to fight over darts.
Now who has the anger issues here?
She grabbed my arm talking about, excuse me, and said, I'm not talking to you. And
look, like getting in a physical altercation over marbles or something like that.
Yeah, like, no, don't touch my arm, but don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me.
Let me ask you a question. I got to stop you right here. Let me ask you a question. Was that?
I don't want to be touched.
Was that sister African American that grabbed your arm?
Yeah, and that's the problem I have. Like, yo, sis, don't do that. Like, we in here, it's darts. I said, I'm not getting into no friction over no darts.
This is why we have these.
Is you stupid?
You know what I mean?
Is you stupid? Like, don't get into my. You gonna make me act dumb?
You're black women.
Yeah,
fighting over darts.
So we playing darts, okay? The girl walks up, like, how long is it gonna be? And I'm like, who does that? Like, that's like walking up to the pool table, like, yo, when are you gonna be over with this game? Like, are you stupid? Put your quarter down and walk away.
Stop playing around and get off the table, man.
Put your quarter down and walk away. You don't rush nobody playing pool. You don't rush nobody playing darts. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all like, what's wrong with you? So I looked at her like she was crazy the first time, and I didn't say nothing. We keep playing. She walks back up. Well, how long is this gonna be? Because it's mad people. It's mad people in front. What? Like, it's darts. Like, what do you? I said, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Who knows how to time a dart game?
Oh, man.
She walks back over. Now she's spicy. Now she wanna fight. You know what I'm saying?
So in other words, you had a hard night.
No, I didn't have a hard night at all. My night was beautiful. No, my night was beautiful. My night was beautiful. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is, if this was the old me, I probably would have been in a fight.
I'm glad it wasn't.
This is the new me, and I had to tell her, like, look, sis, I'm not about to have no friction over no darts. Have a good night. I took my darts, took my flights off, and put my darts away.
Let me tell you something. If you got locked up in the bullpen and you walk through the door and they ask you what you've been there for, and you told them you got locked up over a dart fight.
Exactly. That's the dumbest thing. So it wasn't going to happen. God was on my side, like, honestly, because that's what I'm saying. Like, people trying to test you. You know what I mean? I told the guy you was with, she was like, my man. I said, I don't know if it's your man, your woman, whatever. Yeah, I got disrespectful too. Don't play with me. Because he looked a little weak. Don't play with me. But at the end of the day, I walked away.
And that's the important part of this story. Is that
I walked away.
You was the mature person in this particular.
I'm mad that she touched my arm, but I walked away. Yeah, somebody. Thank you. You gotta learn to walk away.
Do you feel better that you got this off your chest?
No, because I'm still mad that she touched my arm. Like, I want to see her again.
I can kind of sense that you are still upset about that.
I want to see her again. I want to see if she touched my arm again.
No, see, now you looking at the situation.
Going backwards, man.
Going backwards, man.
I never ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man.
That's the truth. It's the mantra of this show.
Yeah.
We're supposed to work that out. It's bigger fish to fry out here, man.
Man, listen. I had to realize that, she had a lot of alcohol involved.
You're the one of the White Lives Matter t-shirts, and you're going there, just sit down and relax.
He's still a musical genius. I don't care.
I hear you, man.
All right, listen, yo. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and wrap it for the day.
Y'all just missed me. It is.
Don't run it. Don't run in the darts.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch our darts.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch our darts on the table. We're just gonna bring it to y'all next week.
Don't touch me.
That's why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Let me just get through this. The Only One Mic podcast is available on all major platforms that you stream your podcast on. Also, check out our Only One Mic podcast YouTube channel. Hey guys, the subscribers are up. The numbers are up. This is excellent. Please don't forget to rate the show and subscribe, of course. And also, if you'd like to get in contact with us, you can reach us on Instagram and Twitter at The Only One Mic P1, Facebook and LinkedIn at The Only One Mic Podcast, and you can email us at theonlyonemic00@gmail.com. And there you can leave your thoughts. We thank you once again for your time. Yep. And we encourage you to speak your truth quietly and clearly and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant, because they too have their story to tell. So until next time, please keep in mind that we never had to run from the Ku Klux Klan, so we shouldn't have to run from a black man or woman.
Or woman. That's right.
Peace.
Don't touch me. Peace.
Don't touch me.